Colleagues from CDAC and IACSD. Myself, Keshav Kumar. I am the career advisor and mentor to IACSD students. So, welcome for this launch webinar, which is basically to help you out to understand what the CDAC program is and how it has been designed to suit the engineers and the postgraduate computer science students so as to excel in their career, and also looking at the pandemic situation, how this is going to unfold. That we'll share all. So the next slide, please. About CDAC Act's parent body, which was established in 1988 for the sole purpose of developing the supercomputers and automation related softwares to help the government machinery. Unmute all, unmute all. Sorry, mute all. Karan, Rohit, there is a lot of disturbance in the background. Just mute all. Just a second. Okay. Now, so there was a slight disturbance. So sorry for the inconvenience. I was just explaining that it was established in 1988, an institution for high-end research and development, and constantly building capacities in emerging enabling technologies and innovations, and leveraging its expertise, caliber, and skill set development to deploy IT products and solutions for different sectors of the economy. CDAC was initially purely an IT organization, but their requirements were very huge and high-end, technically capable resources we were requiring. We were not able to source that from the colleges because there was a lot of gap between the academia and the industry. So that's how this division of advanced computing and software training center acts was formed so as to help the parent organization, but then looking at the product, looking at the output, looking at the skills developed by the students, a lot of IT companies showed interest, and that's how it grew and we expanded across India. Next slide, please. Something about Institute for Advanced Computing and Software Development. We established way back in 1998. That was somewhere close to 20 plus years of experience, back 20 years back. And we have up till now, I mean, close to 10,000 students have been trained from IACSD in various domains. We are an authorized training center, and our students, our alumni have reached various heights. They have become technical architects, they have become entrepreneurs, and they have grown in their own field or in the IT field. Our basic aim or our basic motto is that we nurture and develop skilled manpower in the field of IT and electronics, wherein we see that the learning happens and the application also happens simultaneously. Understanding is more important than learning. I mean, if you understand, then you can applicate it very well. That is our motto. We impart courses which are practical centric approach and which are very basic, and then there is more focus emphasis on hands-on on the machines, so that the understanding is deep rooted and the concept clearance and the basics are clear. We provide quality training and latest information in the field of technology. Looking at the changing scenario, I mean, we have come up with some. CDAC has also, I mean, our parent body has come up with some of the courses which are very much suitable for this situation. Next slide. This is a glimpse of our institute located at Akodi, Pune. Yes, next. So some of the courses which will be available at our center from September 2020 is EDAC, that is electronics, or you can say virtual DAC, EDMC. Sorry, these are the courses available at across India, not at IACSD. Some of them will be available at IACSD, but then these are across India. EDAC, then Diploma in Mobile Computing, EDMC, then Diploma in Big Data Analytics, EDVDA, and Diploma in Artificial Intelligence, EDAI. Next slide, please. Next slide. Yeah. And the courses offered at our center, one is the pre-DAC, which we'll be explaining after this, and then one is EDAC, and then the other one is EDPDA. These are the three courses which we are going to offer. Yeah. Pre-DAC is the preparatory course, which will basically give you all the knowledge and all the expertise, clear the entrance examination so as to get admission into EDAC or DBDA or DNC or DAI with a higher ranking, so that you get to the centers which are very much known and which are very much favorite of the students. The next slide, please. Sir, you'd Parimal sir, you'd like to go through this, or you'd speak in the? You have to unmute first.
Yeah, good morning. So this is about the courses that CDAC is offering, the eligibility criteria in terms of the educational qualification, as well as the percentage that the student has acquired in the qualifying degree, as well as the fee structure is put up in this particular chart, wherein our flagship program is Diploma in Advanced Computing, where we have the eligibility basically from the engineering background. Those who have now appearing also, they can also look into joining this course, or those who have already completed their engineering and they wish to join, they can take up this course. Parallelly, we are also looking at postgraduate students from various streams like electronics, physics, mathematics, statistics, as well as management like MBA with IT or CS background, MCA and MCM. So these are the qualifications of the students who are eligible to join this course, and minimum percentage is 50% qualifying degree. So that is the requirement for DAC. Coming to the mobile computing, it has a similar as DAC in terms of eligibility, but here we have like we are specifying in DAC any stream of engineering is applicable, wherein he's from mechanical or civil or any discipline of engineering can look at joining DAC course. Vis-a-vis the other three courses where we are specifying that only from circuit branches like IT, computer science, electronic, and telecommunication, or in instrumentation and electrical. So these are the only candidates who have completed their engineering can pursue our other three diploma programs like mobile computing, big data, or artificial intelligence. In case of big data, we are allowing bioinformatics as one stream, which is unique because most of the clinical research activity is done using big data analytics, and there is a requirement for in the industry, especially in the pharmaceutical and research like the pandemic that is happening. We have actually done the complete analysis, the protein analysis for the virus or the COVID-19 protein virus that is being actually diagnosed using the big data tools by our scientists at CDAC. So bioinformatics students will play a major role in such scenarios where clinical research are now underway, and a lot of data needs to be collected by the through the clinical data and need to be analyzed so that we come out with the vaccine. So that the we have included this in the previous batch as well. So it is continuing as is for the current batch with MCA eligible for big data. In AI again, there is specific requirement of engineers in a specific certificate branches. Postgraduate degree in computer science, IT, electronics, mathematics, statistics and physics, and MCA students. So those who are opting for this, you need to go through the eligibility criteria with the percentage that is given here. You can see DAC and DMC, they are students with 50% are eligible. Vis-a-vis big data, we have slightly increased the percentage to 55%. And for AI, we are looking at 60% as the qualifying degree. The person must have 60%. So those who are appearing, they can give their marks, they can look at their CGPA scores or their percentage till the seventh semester, because eighth semester we are knowing that they may be going to have their examination in September, as per the guidelines that will be put up by UGC or the Ministry of HRD. So you have to calculate till seventh semester and then work out this percentage which is given here. Coming to the fee structure for DAC and DMC, we have the course fee as 50,000 plus currently 18% GST as applicable. Whereas for big data analytics, the course fee is 60,000 plus GST, and for artificial intelligence, the course fee is 80,000 plus GST. So this is regarding the fee structure. So you need to understand these requirements while filling the application form, right? So Keshav sir, you can take it further.
Next slide, please. Okay. Now I'll just go through the highlights of. Parimal sir, you'll require your support in few more slides.
Okay, I'll take this on.
Yeah, please take it. No
Okay,
issue.
fine. Coming to the highlights, see, our diploma courses, these courses are 600 hours of theory and lab, plus we are including project work into it. So these online diploma courses, we have reduced the hours, but these are very, very compact, considering the delivery of the syllabus that needs to be delivered. So this will be going through 6 months of duration as any other diploma course that we have. So the duration will be 6 months specifically, and in terms of hours, it is 600 hours. Coming to the delivery of the course will be delivered 4 hours per day. That is 2 hours of theory followed by lab session. So that is the key thing that we will be in terms of delivery, because online classes we have the basis that a person cannot go beyond 4 hours of in a given session, both from the faculty side as well as from the student side, because it is totally online and the screen timings are also to be considered. So we are giving this criteria has been considered while designing the courses, and the course will be conducted 6 days a week. So we will have from Monday to Saturday, the course will be delivered. 4 hours a day will be the sessions. Then the lab sessions, as well as there will be an internal assessment of the lab that are being planned. So we will conduct the lab, and we will also parallelly, once the lab sessions are completed, the internal assessment of that particular lab will be also carried out online. So that will be continuously happening as the module gets complete. We will have the evaluation, internal assessment done parallelly. Whereas the examination which CDAC will be taking will be a common examination across for all the centers of CDAC, wherein this will be a centralized online examination using the online examination tool, which you will be undergoing during the online examination for CCAT also. So the same tool will be used for the conduction of the online examination, which will be an inter-based examination. The syllabus has been revised, keeping into the requirements of the industry. We had rounds of meetings during the COVID. We have spoken to the various industry experts, and we have come up with this particular program, which has been actually also vetted in by the industry expert as well as CDAC R&D experts. So you will see the syllabus having what is required currently by the industry, and the same content has been uh, inducted into the syllabus. The delivery aspect, like we will have the expert faculty both from the CDAC as well as the ICT industry, and our training centers will be engaging faculties of the industry and their own in-house faculty for conducting lab as well as theory classes in the specific domain. So we will like to highlight here that the faculties will be expert in that particular domain who will be delivering it online, and they also have been now trained to deliver online also. We had a faculty development program conducted for the faculties so that they are well versed with the technology that is required to deliver online. And that is a key thing, that the expertise in terms of delivering online is also being taken into consideration while beforehand starting an online class like this. Number coming to the hands-on and project work, definitely we will have the best of the best tutorials and hands-on practicals that will be carried out as per the standards in the ICT industry. We will be definitely looking for the uh, students should be having their own laptops equipped with the respective softwares prior to the lab session, so as to ensure that there is a seamless practicals happening through the practical and hands-on happening by the faculty, and simultaneously you will be executing those programs parallelly and getting your doubts solved by the expert by sharing your screens and trying to get those soft programming concepts clarified, right? So we will require a more dual dialogues between the faculty and lab faculty especially, and the students by sharing their screens and asking the queries that they have, and then in that fashion everybody gets learning done using this technology. So in a best way to say that if there are 60 students in a class, everybody shares his program, everybody sees what the other student is doing, and everybody will understand how the faculty is going to solve the same problem in the best possible manner. So the learning will be a seamless learning for everybody who is joining into the classes. So that will be the unique thing that this particular platform will render to the students. And definitely, in context to the placements, we will be definitely training you on aptitude, communication skills, and interview skills, which our placement team will help you, as well as the training centers will take these sessions prior to the placements so that you join the online national level campus placement program successfully, get placed in the industry. So that is the core highlights of the CDAC online diploma programs, which we are coming up this August batch or the September batch that we call, right? So I would request, if you are joining this course, you need to be more proactive and more inquisitive and more uh, cooperative in terms of especially in the lab sessions where you need to open up and then try to get your doubts solved and get the expert advices and learning. So that will be the key thing where this platform will render. Coming to the CCAT examinations that are available, we are going to conduct an online examination using an online platform. Basically, it is a tool where uh, sitting at your home, you can take this exam. So the exam is scheduled on August 29th and 30th of this month, which is a Saturday, Sunday, a weekend, so that you can participate in this. And the admissions will be based on the score that you are going to score in this particular exam. Like if you see the kind of paper that is going to be coming up, so we are going to have a 90 minutes duration test with 75, there will be 75 objective type questions that will be in the areas of basic computer fundamentals and aptitude. So these are the two areas which we will be evaluating, and there is definitely a negative marking in this, so the accuracy of giving the answers will be a very deciding factor in the scores that you will be scoring. So we will have a negative mark for every wrong answer. You will lose 1 mark, and for every right answer you will acquire 3 marks. So you must be very, very accurate in attempting your questions. Don't attempt the questions that are not clear. You will unnecessarily lose your marks that you have got on the answers which are right. So you need to answer, and the total marks out of which the score will come is 225 marks. So that will be the maximum mark that you need to acquire. Coming to the syllabus of the CCAT, we have English, quantitative aptitude, and this will be the aptitude aspect, where we will be, you can refer to the books which have been put up. Like for the grammar, you can go for Anand Martin. Quantitative aptitude, R.S. Agrawal. uh, Quantitative aptitude, M. Tyra, and Barron's new GRE book you can refer to. Okay. Coming to the technical evaluation, we have computer fundamentals. You can refer to the fundamentals of computing, foundations of computing by Pradeep Sinha and Preeti Sinha. C programming, you can look at Ashwin Kanitkar's letter C or C programming language. Data structure, again, you can look at data structure through C in depth by S.K. Srivatsava. OOPS concept. So we are, you can look at Ashwin Kanitkar's OOPS concept, that is testing your C++ skills. So this is the syllabus that you need to uh, look into. Study from this, and the questions will be an objective type questions based on the uh, syllabus that is put up here. Now coming to the examination fee, when you are filling your application form, once you complete your details, educational details, and the courses that you are opting for, then you have to upload your photograph, and then you need to pay the examination fee, which is 600 rupees, using debit card or credit card, and the payment gateway of Axis Bank and HDFC's display. So any credit card or debit card that you have of any bank will be fine for paying your fees, exam fees online, right? So this is regarding the syllabus of uh, CCAT. Coming to the syllabus of Diploma in Advanced Computing, so here we have the course is aiming specifically uh, to target or to get equipped with the languages, various languages that are required in the IT industry. So you will be able to understand right from the fundamentals of programming, then the operating system concepts, then object-oriented programming with Java. So earlier, if you see uh, the object-oriented programming with C++, that we are already evaluating when you are coming from the CCAT. So we want you to be prepared in C programming and C++ programming on yourself. But we will be taking through the entire object-oriented programming with Java as the platform will be covered in this particular module. Then we will cover the algorithm and data structures. Okay, so the complete algorithm and required data structures will be covered, so that your foundations are strong. Then we will move into the database technology, where we will be covering the required database technologies, like in the industry currently covering SQL, PLSQL, as well as the NoSQL and MongoDB. So those as introductions to these technologies will be covered, with the conceptual knowledge of database, covering the normalizations and things like that will be also completely covered under the database technology. Coming to the web programming technologies, we will definitely cover the front-end technologies like XML, JavaScript, AngularJS. These aspects will be covered, and followed by the web-based Java programming, that is the advanced Java, with frameworks like Spring and other thing will be covered. Then we will also cover the software development lifecycle under the software engineering, in which you will be studying about how the entire SDLC cycle is covered, so that will help you in the project that you will be undergoing. So this is the overall structure of the course delivery that will happen online. in the DAC program. So if you see the opportunities that are there in the DAC program, basically we are having the employment areas as well as the job roles or the job types that are showcased here. So the employment areas will be application development, cloud software companies, IT companies, data centers where you'll be working, or product based development companies, IT departments, or unicorns. So these are the areas in which you will be working, and the type of job roles that you will acquire will be like system engineers, software specialists, web developers, programmers. Java being covered in depth into this, so you look at joining domain of Java or Java engineers. When you are covering the front end tools, web development, so definitely as a UI UX developer, you can look at your scope in the industry. Product developer, there are some established products which are there in the industry, which you can definitely join as product developers and come out with products that are required for the industry. And DevOps is another major requirements currently in the industry, which you will be joining us. So these are the opportunities that uh, EDAC is actually
Yeah.
offering through this program.
Parimal sir, I'll add here.
Yes.
So participants actually, we had done a lot of research, and we were speaking to a lot of HR managers and the directors, and we were having a lot of thought process going on, and the discussions and all revealed that the IT industry is not going to be affected in a huge manner by this pandemic. Why? Because in the IT industry, there are areas, opportunities, there are some new opportunities being created. The virtual platform, the online platform itself has thrown at opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities coming up. I mean, the online training sessions or online the apps. Now we are doing this webinar through Zoom. There are multiple, like Webex is there, GoToMe is there, then Blue Jeans is there. You name it. I mean, people are still, developing certain kind of platforms where in the online reach or online training, because this is going to be the new norm at least for 6 months. I'm not sure how the situation improves. Once the situation improves, we'll go back to the physical training, but then at the moment I see a lot of tools being developed to assist online training. Be it a online whiteboard, we are looking at online streaming sessions, we are looking at online videos, self learning, self tutorial videos. We are looking at some of the tools which are assisted for learning management system. We will look at some of the tools which will assist you for getting the question answer session. We will look at some of the tools which will assist the educationists to provide proper education, so that you have a feel of the physical training class. There won't be any difference in near future. I believe with the application usage of the tool, it will be all similar. There are certain sectors which are throwing up opportunities in IT industry in huge manner. The cloud platforms is one which has been improving, which has been growing in an exponential manner, so creating a lot of opportunities. The DevOps, that is one of the growing areas. The unicorns, when we say unicorns, they are the companies which are related with the agrotech industry, the pharma industry, the clinical research industry, the industries, the IT companies which are there in the pharma domain, healthcare domain. They have got a huge new opportunities and new application areas coming up for them. Data centers are there which have a lot of pressure, and the application which is used to manage the data center or the cloud technologies, that is being developed in. So when we say that normal, some of the mechanical industries, engineering industries are going, I mean, suffering, or they are on the on the I should say saturation side. But then there are new opportunities, new roles being created for IT industry. So this IT industry is never going to stop. So whatever fear in your mind is there, that what will happen, why should I take EDAC? The opportunities are galore. You know, when you complete your course in April, I am sure that you will be the unique, technologically perfect person available to the industry to hire. We do not have any organization or any institute providing this kind of course curriculum and this kind of platform and training which will match. You know, the industry requires skilled, technically sound, and ready to deploy resources, and exhaustive and robust course. That is what we promise to deliver. That is what you will be equipped with. When you pass out in April, when you pass out in March, probably April when we start, there will be companies flocking to the online recruitment platform across India. They'll be coming in. So I just want to clarify, looking at that, having discussions with so many HR managers, directors, industry experts. That's what we have come up with. They have said there are challenges, but we are equipped and we are known to meet the challenges and overcome the challenges. And we assure you that there won't be any dearth of companies coming to the campus after you complete the EDAC program. The companies which are into the agrotech area, the companies which are into the agriculture area, the companies which are into the pharma domain, the cloud domain, the virtual learning teaching domain. So these are all the companies which will flock us, which will come to us, right? There are steps which are being taken by the government which will help you, which will help the Indian entrepreneurs, the opportunity to create new applications, new platforms indigenously, which will create the opportunities. The electronic industry or the mobile industry or the telecom industry is slowly moving out of China, which will come to India, obviously. So we have got the talented manpower. So that will in turn, boost the hiring opportunities or the avenues available for you to develop your career. So next slide, Parimal sir, if you can.
Thank you, sir. So coming to the diploma in big data analytics, that is PDBDA, this particular course will educate the aspirants who want to make an impact in the corporate as well as academic world in the domain of big data analytics. And the role that he will be playing as a data scientist and researcher, big data leads, administrators, managers, business analysts, and data visualization specialists. So these are the areas, or these are the domains in which big data analytics will work. Coming to the modules that we will be covering, we are going to cover the areas like big data technologies, Python and R programming will be covered in detail. Then data collection and the database management systems, DBMS, will be covered. In the programming aspect, we will cover the Linux programming and cloud computing, where we will be covering like Amazon clouds, AWS, and these things will be there. We are going to cover Java programming in totality, because that will be helping you in the machine learning, practical machine learning. Then we have the data visualization and advanced analytics. These are the modules that will be covered, followed by the project work. So here we have the complete requirements as the industry is requiring. The entire aspects is covered in the big data analytics course. And most of the courses, the opportunities are as mentioned here. So you can look at, say, working in the Amazon domain as or AWS, and or you can look at the areas like, even now Geo is also having its own cloud. CDAC has its own cloud. So every company is coming up with their own cloud, and that's where the cloud computing will play a major role, as sir was also mentioning, that on cloud platforms, there will be learning platforms, there will be, platforms which will be required on cloud. So you will be working as a cloud engineer, and there is a huge opportunity to set this cloud, get this cloud enabled for the client, so that on the runtime, because there is a lot of investment required for engaging a cloud. And as a cloud engineer, you need to try to find out the best cloud available at the best price. You know, so those things, those analysis also needs to be done. Apart from the areas that will be working, will be like machine learning engineer. So in the machine learning, like today, then the machine learning algorithms are required in every domain. Maybe it is in automation, or for that robotics, or in the areas of software development also. A lot of machine learning tools are being developed. Then for data scientists, that definitely you will require Python programming in detail. So you must, or there is requirement of R programming in the data science domain. Then coming to the intelligence, so if you have data in ready, then there is a need of business intelligence need to be created, because just data doesn't mean anything. How you extract the information out of that data and make that particular data intelligent, so that you can work, you have to come out with algorithms and analysis to extract that intelligence out of that particular data. Then big data engineers are required, where you need to work on certain tools for the domain experts, like clinical research domains, or your hospital information management systems, where the doctors would require, analysis, oncologists for cancer treatment. So they require tools which you need to enable them, so that the domain expert will use those tools to come out with solutions, or logical solutions in a way. Then Hadoop as a platform, which will be covered in the big data tools for business analysis. So Hadoop developers are required to develop business logics using Hadoop as a tool. So you will be required to develop the algorithms for making business decisions using this tool. Uh, for that matter, like sales data will be given to you, and you have to come out with reports of the data that is to be analyzed for the senior management, to come out with some strategy in the near future. So those tools will be required to be, those algorithms need to be put up in the Hadoop platform. Business analyst, again, to analyze any business, uh, these tools are required, and you can work as business analyst or data analyst for that matter. So there is a big opportunities in this area. I request Keshav sir to add on
Yes,
to
sir.
this, because
Yeah.
he is in that area
Thank you,
of.
sir. Parimal, sir, I mean, you have aptly and in detailed explained the job opportunities which will be available after completion of EDBDA, the employment areas. You have aptly explained and described. So as to add on, see, participants, you need to understand data generation has increased manifold because of the changing behavior of the students or the lifestyle. The pandemic has more so, made people to work online, work from home. So that means they are glued to their electronic gadgets. When they are glued to electronic gadgets, everything has changed virtual. The learning has changed virtual. The reading has changed virtual. The communication has changed virtual. The sharing has changed virtual. The storage has changed virtual. The the buying, the selling, everything else. So that's creating a lot of data, and data in itself is information. Unless somebody analyzes it, data itself is dumb. Nobody will be able to know what data says. So you are the people who will say that this data, we can draw inference from this data that this will happen in 3 months. This is going to happen in 6. As a machine learning engineer or an artificial intelligence, you are supposed to work on the logistics area, the supply area, the e-commerce area, the ups and downs, the economical area, you need to suggest the programs which will define the future course of life of an engineer or a normal human being. So you have to put in the information in place. You have to derive meaningful, I should say, inferences, and then predict this is going to happen, this will happen, or this can happen. So there are a lot of areas wherein there are certain areas wherein only the business analyst will be able to fit in. People like you will be able to fit in. Python is an excellent program which, with the data science, it's creating a lot of applications which has made the work of the researchers easier, or the people who are engaged with providing a better solution or a better application or a better way of living, that has been improved. So this is all done through the big data guys. So the moment we see, and then there are a lot of talks going on when we spoke to some of the companies which are basically into the the artificial intelligence or analytics domain. Companies like Flex Trade, or companies like Think Analytics, or companies like Tagler, or companies like Tracelink, etc. What they have mentioned is, they have mentioned that the requirement, why requirement is going to increase, because the usage of virtual platforms has increased. So usage of virtual platform in itself creates a lot of avenues, a lot of opportunities which will come into the way, and I don't think so that you will be having any difficulty, any problem, or you would be in a better place and better placed to get or start or commence your career in one of the, I should say, a company which is in the big data domain or artificial intelligence domain. When we are talking of opportunities after so this is applicable to EDAI also, Diploma in Artificial Intelligence, both ways. So I believe we have clarified the most, the queries, or you might be thinking, what will happen, sir, after we complete, because investment is huge. I know the investment is huge, looking at the pandemic area, but you look at the benefits which you are going to get, which you are going to derive out of this course, and you are the only enrolled. There are only a couple of centers across India which will be offering the eDBDA platform, and you will be the only set of crowd, you will be the only set of database engineer, big data engineers who will be available to fulfill the requirements of the industry, IT industry. So this is, Parimal sir, if you want to add something, or we'll move on to the next slide.
We can move on, sir. Fine, sir.
Next.
So coming to the diploma in mobile computing, here we are again taking the mobile apps that need to be developed, and there is a huge requirement with the growth of mobiles in India. If you can see the opportunity for students who are looking at developing mobile apps or working in the mobile industry, with the Make in India concept coming in, which most of the mobile companies are actually having their base in India, and they are looking at experts who are knowing the knowledge of the programming these mobiles and working on these particular mobile platforms. So our focus on the mobile computing course generally is in the modules which will be covered will be operating system concepts. So currently the operating systems which are available on the platform, on the mobile platforms, will be covered. Then we are also covering Java here, because programming will require Java concepts to be clear. Then data structures and algorithms and data structures will again be covered here. Then databases which will be specifically required in the mobile context will be covered. Then web-based Java programming and Android programming will be covered, and hybrid mobile apps programming. So these are the various modules that are covered under the mobile computing, followed by the project, as you'll be undergoing a project work. Coming to the industry per se, most of the apps today are on Android platform, and iOS is there, but it is mostly focused in American countries. But Asian countries or Southeast Asian countries, all of them are using Android platform, and there are requirement of Android programming experts. So we are basically covering one platform thoroughly in this particular module. And hybrid mobile apps are required because now uh, apps having different screen sizes, and tablets are there with Android platforms. So how to work on these different um, kinds of hardware will help you in actually, the hybrid mobile apps will help you in learning how to develop such apps, which will have the ratios, work on different, you know, gadgets that are available today. So a screen size of say, which will be like a smaller screen, or to a laptop, to a tablet, the the app or the designs need to be having those frames. So all those concepts will be fully covered in this. Coming to the AI, artificial intelligence, again, this is one of the new initiatives of CDAC. Though we are into artificial intelligence since 2000, since inception, like 1990, 1988, when CDAC came into the supercomputing era, we were into artificial intelligence since 1991 onwards, where we have developed fonts, Indian fonts, speech recognition systems in Indian languages. So CDAC is a pioneer in artificial intelligence ever since. But we have come up now. The industry is realizing the need of artificial intelligence, and we were into this industry since way back, and we know the concepts thoroughly. And artificial intelligence covers natural language processing, machine learning, and deep learning. So these are the areas or techniques of computational techniques that you will be working on after completing this course. So the modules that we covering will be covered are like fundamentals of AI, mathematics that is required in AI. There are certain Boolean algebra and Boolean. There are certain algorithms that mathematics things you need to know prior to jumping into the AI. So that is the key thing here. You will be requiring advanced programming using Python. So that will be covered here. Data analytics is another module where you will be working on the data part of it, and the practical machine learning. The two or three major modules that will be covered are deep neural networks, which will be required for deep learning concepts to be cleared. Because neural networks were there earlier, like we started with fuzzy logic, then neural networks. Now the same thing is now going into the deep neural networks or deep learning. So these concepts you need to understand and work on how these concepts will work. So that will be required. Then natural language processing and computer vision. This is one of the module where you will be working on the technology of understanding the language or speech recognition systems. So how the shallow programming or deep programming are going to work on this. Computer vision is one more area which is required in the industry. Then AI compute platforms, applications, and trends that will be covered with the project work. So these are the modules that will be covered. Sir can look at, so some of the recruiters are showcased here.
Sir,
CDAC will be the
Parimal
first
sir.
company visiting the campus to recruit the students, especially for AI, natural language processing, big
Parimal
data
sir.
analytics, because we are working on the pandemic, especially COVID-19. We will require a lot of data analysts or experts for coming out with vaccines. So that will be the area which we will be looking at students, apart from the DAC students, for other programming and product-based requirements. We have companies like Siemens, Sybase, Saba, Dassault Systems, uh, there are more than 300 companies visiting the campus, from ranging from the service sector, banking sector, retail
Wow.
sector, learning management, job portals, or your online examination portals. So there are more than 300 companies who will be coming in to recruit you post completion of your examination, which will be held by CDAC and certifying you as an expert in that particular domain. Um, we have a very good recruitment placement management teams working with these companies to get their requirements, and then putting you understanding your expertise, and then mapping the entire requirements with the company. We are working with the HR experts, with the project managers in these companies also, to understand their requirements, and then mapping your skill sets to their requirements. So our expert placement teams will be working with you throughout this training program, as well as in the during the placement time, to map this requirement and then place you right into the areas which your expertise are. So we are trying to map or uh, fill this gap, and then give the experts to the industry. So definitely placements are the key output for the entire exercise that we are doing for 6 months. And we want that every one of you who are joining our course complete this course successfully and get placed, because most of these companies, our alumnus are there, who are project managers, and they have requirements. And you will be the new entrant into the industry, or already working somewhere and want to get into big data or AI domains. So we will be working with the project managers, the vice president in these companies, and then mapping you through and through. Keshav sir will be
Yes, sir.
highlighting more into this,
Yeah,
because
yeah. I would
he is
like.
one of our expert in this area, and he will throw more light into it. Sir, please.
Okay. Yes. So participants, I mean, these are some of the recruiters. So we have, somewhere around every, when we talk of Pune region. So normally, I mean, before the pandemic, we used to have somewhere close to 1,500 students passing out every 6 months for the 10 courses. All the 10 domains, 1,500, and close to 1,200 to 1,300 students we could place them. I mean, I'll share the placement figure of the couple of courses, but we were able to successfully place them. So what does that mean? That means that whatever way we are training you, we are upskilling you, we are upgrading your technical skills, that is matching to the requirements and the expectations of the industry. That's why they are flocking to the CCPP, that is Common Campus Placement Program, again and again, batch after batch, recruiting you in huge numbers, and you are doing wonders. You are doing wonders in the sense your alumni are doing wonders. If alumni are performing based on the technical sound knowledge, what they have received, what they have learned, that means the execution is perfect. That means they are in a position to develop certain innovative applications which the others fail to, or they others fail to match the pace at which our students, our alumni do it. And believe me, for a course like that, that is Diploma in Advanced Computing, the flagship course, on an average, we have per three students, we arrange one company. So per three students, suppose there are 1,000 students, so we have more than 300 companies participating. So that is the ratio. That is a very healthy ratio. You will never get it, whichever organization, whichever finishing school, whichever college you are there, you won't get this kind of a the support from the placement, right? Because our ultimate goal is that whatever we have prepared you for, unless we make you that achieve you, then our journey is half finished. Our journey always finishes when we provide you to the end destination or the end goal. The end goal is that you should land into a good career into an IT company. That is what and how it works. So we always give equal importance to the admissions, the executions, the course contents, the delivery, the practical approach, the learning approach, the personal approach, aptitude, communication, personality development. Unless we go through all this, a lot of other things which we do, there are guest sessions, there are webinars. There earlier we used to have guest sessions from the experts in the classroom itself, but now it is due to pandemic we are having webinars. Now the craze is for the webinars because gathering is not allowed as per the government norms. So we are doing the webinars, technical webinars, general HR webinars, webinars from the communication point of view, webinars from the aptitude point of view, webinars from the personality development point of view. These all things we are incorporating. I am talking of Pune region. Almost all the centers do it, but then it. There are certain centers which are very favorite to you, right? You can guess it out which are the various centers which are favorite to you. But we always take these kind of initiatives. Apart from the webinars, we also organize hackathons. Hackathons play an important part to develop your innovative technical skills. Unless you participate, unless you put your idea into place, idea is of no use. You have a great idea, it is not implementable. That idea is waste. Idea should be such which is implementable and which you can realize your dreams and put forward and see that it benefits the society. So that is the idea. We have a lot of integrations for hacker rank, hackerer. Those kind of practice sessions do take, you know continuously, and every week we have got evaluation sessions, we have got progress sessions wherein we monitor your progress. Believe me, the students who came to us 6 months back, after completion of 6 months, they were transformed a lot. They were in their avatar pre-CDAC, post-CDAC. So if you compare both these pre-CDAC, post-CDAC, this is हिंदी में बोलते हैं जमीन आसमान का फर्क, which is that जमीन आसमान का फर्क है the technical knowledge, in the behavior, in the maturity, in the eagerness to do something, in the eagerness to applicate, develop some innovative product solutions in an efficient and effective manner, which will obviously benefit you, the institute, the organization, the IT company, and in all the society. So this is what our ambition, our goal is that we are looking forward to a 360-degree kind of a training. These are the placement records for past years, and this you can consider this as a benchmark for the Pune region. We are talking of Pune region. You can consider this as a benchmark for Pune region. Some of the institutes do some better, some of the institutes do somewhat lesser than this, but this is the benchmark. So PG DAC August 19 batch is still going on. PG DBDA still going on because we have ample time till November. I believe we'll continue it. PG DAC Feb 19 it was 97%. PG DBDA Feb 19 it was somewhere close to 95%. 1% here and there. So do not just exactly pinpoint. Sir, you were saying 95. It's showing somewhere 94, 93. So please ignore. This is an average value which has been taken. Some of the centers may have 98 centers. Some of the centers may have 93. So this is an average which we have taken. PG DAC August 1898. PG Feb 18, PG DAC Feb 18, that is 96, PG DBD August 18, that was an excellent year for those students where we had 100% placements. So maybe that one or two students may have got there on their own, but then in the end we were successful in providing opportunity to each one of them. And then the PG DBDA Feb 18, which was close to 95%. So this is the past placement records. But believe me, past placement records, show what we are capable of doing and what we have been doing. That does not necessarily guarantee. पास्ट में तो सब बच्चों का 98-95% प्लेसमेंट हुआ है तो हमारा भी हो जाएगा, नहीं. It is an outcome of the efforts taken by all of us together. So do not, boast yourself. I have got admission in XYZ organization, finishing school, and then they had 100% placements in last 5 years. So now sir again 100%. But then that is an outcome of all the efforts taken by each one of us, including the trainers, the faculties, the teachers, the guest lecturers, the placement coordinators, the lab support, the evaluation process, everything, the project work, the hackathons. It's a culmination of all the things taken together. So this is my advice is that this is an opportunity, an excellent opportunity for you to appear for the pre-DAC or pre-CCAT. They are used simultaneously, so it's not much of a difference. Only the terminology difference is there, but then ultimately it will lead you to the the EDAC program or EDVDA program or EDNC program or EDI program. Okay, let me just clarify one thing. EDAC program is available across India at various centers. EDVDA is across India with lesser number of centers, but the maximum of the centers. In Mumbai you have one, Pune you have got 4 centers, of Bangalore you have got 1 or 2. EDAI is only available at 1 center, that is at Noida. EDMC is available at only 1 center, that is at Pune. You need to check it, so you have to just keep in mind when you are applying. Our flagship course, now some of you might be doubting why not the other domain courses, because our flagship course EDAC is capable, or the students who complete, they are capable enough to fit into any domain. That is a flagship course, and that is very open, flexible. Those students can fit into big data domain, they can fit into artificial intelligence domain, they can fit into system security domain, they can fit into the mobile computing domain, they can fit into the the GIS domain, except embedded and VLSI domain, so they will not be able to fit in, but they can definitely fit into healthcare domain, Salesforce domain, ERP, SaaS domain, any domain you name it, and these are the people who are most sought after. So I believe this, I have cleared the placement part of it, and the key highlights, I have just explained the key highlights of IESD. We have trained close to 20,000 IT professionals, which includes the other courses as well, not the post-graduation diploma program itself. There are other courses which we run, corporate trainings are there, modular courses are there. So including all those comes to close to 20,000, right? So I just clarified it. Then IT professionals do come in, students do come in. So we have got all kind of crowds. Those people who come in, want to change their domain from non-IT to IT. Those who come in, those who want to change domain from support to software development. So those kind of people do come in. And after our completion of the course, you come from mechanical background, you come from civil background, you come from polymer background, you come from architectural background, you come from biotechnical background, you come from any background. After the completion, you become a software engineer. You never say that I'm B mechanical, or I'm B electrical, or I'm B electronic. You always say I am a software professional passed out from PG DAC, PG EDAC, it will be now program. Right. So that's how you explain, or that's how you, try to project yourself. Because after all, after the completion of 6 months, you will be a software professional. This is an opportunity like never before to upgrade, that we have already shared. This is an opportunity wherein you should join. A preparatory course will obviously help you to prepare and make a strong base and learn the basics, a platform for you to launch into the EDAC program. This is the highlights of the fast track pre-DAC batch, which we are going to launch, which will be completed. We starting today. Our faculty is there. Sarika ma'am is there. She will be engaging with you immediately after we complete our introduction part, and then she'll be engaging with you. Right? She'll be continuing it, and we plan to complete it 27th of August. This will contain each and everything which has been mentioned. Apart from this, there will be certain mock test series which will be there. Apart from the technical learning, English communication, business communication, and aptitude will also be a part of this curriculum. And the courses will be held. The course, the fast track batch will be held, and then every day we may have 6 to 7 hours of training and practical sessions. Because unless until we engage you for 6 to 7 hours, we will not be able to do justice with the course, and which will be completed by 27. Fees for which is 5,000. Okay, you can pay it by the end of the day after the completion of today's session. You take a look at the technical session which is going to proceed, which is going to start once we complete. Pay via Google or Phone Pay. The number is shared to you. And with this, whatever we wanted to share and we wanted to inform, and we want to educate you for the EDAC program, that we have done it. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Parimal sir, and the other colleagues of mine, Mr. Prashant, Mr. Rohit, Mr. Shrikant. Sarika ma'am is there. She will continue for the session. But before that, if anyone has any query, raise your hand. We'll answer your query. Parimal sir is also there. If you have any query, you raise your hand. We'll answer it, and then Sarika ma'am will proceed. Sarika ma'am is already there in the session. Rohit, anyone has any query? Just check. Anyone is raising hand, then we can.
Yes, you have to raise your hand to ask the question.
You have a feature in Zoom. You raise your hand. You ask the question. We'll clarify. We'll answer it.
Yes, so you unmute yourself and ask.
Sir, I have a backlog of 7 semester. Can I apply for course?
In that, when the backlog will be cleared, that is by March next year, will your backlog will you can clear your backlog by March next year? You have time till March. If you are confident, if you are sure enough that before that you will be able to clear, because I believe October, November you will be able to clear it, if I am not mistaken. So then you are eligible anyway, but to participate in the campus, you need to have your degree completion is a must.
I'll just
Yes.
like to add on, see, you will have your tentatively it's planned that and proposed that UGC is going to has also instructed the universities to conduct the examination in the month of September. So there may be some court cases going on, but keeping everything into consideration, we are of an opinion that by September probably you will those who are appearing, they will have their examination followed by the backlog examinations also. If everything goes well, I'm also not very sure. But in case it gets extended, still you have time. Like it may be conducted in January and December if things are normal, or max January. Okay, so we want you to submit or clear your examinations as they are held by the universities then and there, and submit your results to the centers which you are joining, so that they will you have to take an undertaking prior joining that I have these backlogs, and as per the university norms, I will ensure that I will qualify and clear these exams before the set date. In the admission booklet, we have specifically mentioned that by January 31st, you need to produce your results to the center wherever you are joining. Those who are appearing, basically this 2020 batch. So they have to submit their results to the centers by January 31st. If you are not doing so, your particular training will be, or you will not be able to continue beyond January 31st, because we hardly left with Feb and March to complete this balance modules. Anyway, you will cover the maximum modules by that time, and you'll be left with 2 modules, I think so, if I'm not wrong, and a project work. So these are the only 3 modules plus business communication things. So technically we will deliver everything to you, but you will not be able to continue if you don't qualify. your seventh semester, especially those who have backlogs, they need to surely ensure, because your regular university exams for the eighth semester plus your backlogs, you need to qualify them to ensure that you are continuing, because you will not be able to take up the CDAC examination if you are not qualified. Number two, you will be asked to leave by Jan 31st as per the admission booklet, which is being presently put up. This is as per the admission booklet of CDAC, but we will definitely considering the pandemic and what decisions the Ministry of HRD is going to take. We will also go by that and try to see, you get the maximum benefit of the placements, because finally the output is placement. So if you're not certified, we cannot take you through the placement cycle. So only thing which we want you to ensure is you qualify your degree before 31st of January if the universities are taking the examinations, number one. Guidelines of the UGC is that, and the Ministry of HRD is that university has to take the examinations to give you the certificate only for the final years. Rest second year, third year are already been promoted as is. That is the understanding that we hold. So this is from my side. Thank you.
Rohit, one more is there, na? Akshay Burje asked you.
Unmute yourself and ask. Akshay. Rushali, you can ask.
You ask, Roshali.
Hello, sir. Yes, sir, my question is that I was interested for the courses that were displayed earlierly, such as cyber security, network security, and such things. But now such programs are not displayed. I'm waiting. Are you all gonna make? Yes, sir.
There are certain technical things, because that course is much of a program and much of a practical oriented. So probably some of the modules which we probably will not be able to take it in the virtual mode. That's why we have not. But what's your background, Rushali, by the way?
Sir, I'm a computer engineer. I'm in my last year now, just
You are
waiting for the exams.
actually waiting for the exam. So if you are inclined to take up, development or application development kind of, or software engineering kind of role, you can go for EDAC. And if you're more inclined towards data analysis, business analysis, data science, artificial machine learning, then you can choose an opt for EDBDA course.
Yes, sir. But in all the in this the time period, what we got for this 4 months, I've been through this all subjects, but I didn't develop any much of the interest just compared to the cyber security. It's really interesting. So I
Cyber
was.
security. So then in that case, probably I would request you to get in touch with our counselor and mentor. Probably he'll give you some alternative, because for this batch, so I am sure that we had detailed deliberations on whether we should launch eDitis and each DSD and DVLSI and all. And all of us were in the opinion that there are certain modules or certain subjects which requires practical or on sessions which are.
Yes.
So probably the current batch which we have, the fifth batch, which we are going to manage somewhere or the other, somehow or the other. But in the end, probably we want to do justice. That's why we never wanted to launch it, wherein the satisfaction level goes on the lower side.
Okay, sir. So to whom I may concern, you just said.
Shrikant is there from our side, he'll help you out, or Rohit is there, he'll help you out, or you can
Okay,
write
sir.
a mail, we can help you out.
Okay, okay, sir.
Clarified, Gurushali, it's okay? I have clarified, or you
Yes,
have
sir.
some? Okay. Akshay,
Akshay, you can unmute yourself.
हेलो।
हाँ अक्षय, यस।
हाँ सर, मेरा मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग कंप्लीट हुआ है
हाँ।
in 2018
हम्म।
and completely experience in mechanical engineering.
हाँ।
So and there is any does not any problem for I don't have any knowledge about a CDEC and computer.
हाँ, तो उसके लिए वन आई वुड जस्ट स्टार्ट। क्वेश्चन हो गया आपका, मैं आंसर करूं?
हाँ सर।
Okay. See, we have in the past got mechanical students to our course. They are only eligible for one course, that is EDAC. Okay. So go ahead, join EDAC, but being from mechanical, a must is there that you should first join pre-DAC course. That is a must. For mechanical, civil, chemical, this is must. One is that you need to have a good base. You need to have your computer thoughts ready in your mind. You need to have basic understanding of programming. You need to have basic understanding of operating systems. So these all things should be completed prior to joining EDAC. For that, pre-DAC is must. Parimal sir, if you want to add something.
Yeah,
Uh,
sure.
after
So, yeah, tell me Akshay.
yes sir. हेलो।
हाँ अक्षय जी,
हाँ बोलो।
देखिए इसमें कैसा होता है कि हमें आपका दो चीजें चाहिए। एक तो लॉजिकल थिंकिंग एप्टीट्यूड आपका है, यू हैव दैट इन प्लेस बिकॉज यू आर एन इंजीनियर, आपका मैथमेटिक्स अच्छा है। सो वी आर श्योर दैट यू नो दिस एस्पेक्ट इज वेल इन यू. You also carry a domain knowledge with you, okay, which is also required in the industry. Like आप John Deere हो गया, जो कि ट्रैक्टर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनी है, but they look at mechanical student or for their design requirements.
And more companies like sir, PTC is there, HCL
Yes.
is there.
Yes.
These all companies, PLM domain companies basically.
Exactly. CDPLM है. So these ये कंपनी प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनीज हैं जो मैकेनिकल डोमेन बच्चों को देखती है, जिनके पास लॉजिकल माइंड है और प्रोग्रामिंग माइंड चाहिए. लॉजिकल माइंड यानी प्रोग्रामिंग माइंड. इवन जब आप प्रोग्रामिंग लिखते हैं तो उसका एक लॉजिक रहता है. आप एक लैंग्वेज चूज करते हैं और उस लॉजिकल वे से उसको सॉल्व करते हैं किसी प्रॉब्लम को यूजिंग ए मैथमेटिकल माइंड, राइट. तो आपके पास मैथमेटिकल माइंड है, आपके पास लॉजिकल माइंड है, डोमेन मैकेनिकल का आपके पास ऑलरेडी यू आर एक्वायर्ड. Now, what is in software is you need the language which the computer speaks. Okay, तो लैंग्वेज आपको, हम चाहते हैं कि आपको सी प्रोग्रामिंग सिखाई गई है इंजीनियरिंग में, बिकॉज सीएनसी मशीन्स भी आजकल सी और इस पे चल रहा है. इवन आई नो एम्बेडेड सी वगैरह, सी प्लस प्लस ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्रामिंग भी सीएनसी में चलता है. So coming to that aspect, definitely you know C programming. Only you have to brush up because first year में किया है, अभी आपके पास नहीं है. So PDAC will help you to brush up your knowledge on C programming, your logical flow of the language like C and OOPS concept जो कि required Java के लिए वगैरह. आजकल सब ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्रामिंग हो चुका है, इसलिए आपको C++ भी आना चाहिए. तो OOPS concept OS की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है बिकॉज फाइनली आप यू आर टॉकिंग टू दी कंप्यूटर ऑन अ प्लेटफॉर्म विच इज नोन टू इट, लाइक दैट इज OS. तो OS की रिक्वायरमेंट आपको आनी चाहिए. तो ये चीजें आपको प्रीडैक में सिखाई जाएगी. तो आपका अगर एक लैंग्वेज का लॉजिकल फ्लो एक लैंग्वेज पे आपने अगर कर लिया, तो आगे आप जावा ले ले, पाइथन ले ले या कोई भी प्रोग्रामिंग ले ले, आपको सिर्फ सिंटैक्स लर्न करना है कि वो सिंटैक्स कैसे किया जाए. लॉजिकल माइंड आपका है और आपका मैथमेटिकल माइंड आपका है और डोमेन माइंड आपका है, और यू आर गोइंग टू एक्सट्रैक्ट द रिक्वायर्ड सॉल्यूशन फ्रॉम दैट मशीन, राइट. सो एज ए मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर you can do excellent. My friends, lot of mechanical engineers, my friends are working in IBM, Oracle and what not. I am also not an computer science engineer. I am from electronic background, but I am working with CDAC. तो मेरे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक के स्टूडेंट हो गए या सिविल के स्टूडेंट्स हो गए हैं, एनवायरमेंटल के हैं, they are working in IT domain, and IT is playing a major role today in the industry. So domain specific जो आपका query था, I think so I have tried to my level best to give you the answer, right?
हाँ सर, एक मिनट। हेलो, हाय सर।
हाँ बताइए अक्षय जी।
2 साल का अभी बीच में तो 2 साल का गैप पड़ा है,
राइट।
तो उसमें जो जब प्लेसमेंट करता है तो उसको कुछ प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं आया?
सी प्लेसमेंट एक अपॉर्चुनिटी दी जाएगी आपको, जो कि विच विल हेल्प यू टू एक्सप्लेन व्हाट यू हैव अक्वायर्ड, राइट। तो सीडैक का जो ट्रेनिंग है वो आपका करंट ट्रेनिंग रहेगा। सो यू हैव अक्वायर्ड सर्टेन स्किल सेट्स। सामने का आदमी मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर होगा, समझिए किसी कंपनी जैसे जॉन डीयर होगा, तो ही विल लाइक टू नो योर स्किल सेट, आपने क्या अक्वायर किया है, ये इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है। और आपको उस टाइम पे, उस इंटरव्यू के दौरान, बिकॉज आपने टेक्निकल राउंड क्वालिफाई कर लिया उनका, आपने HR राउंड क्वालिफाई कर लिया, आपने टेक्निकल रिटन टेस्ट क्वालिफाई कर लिया है। ओनली इन द टेक्निकल राउंड एंड HR राउंड यू नीड टू बी वेरी वेरी specific. We will teach you how to answer these kind of questions, which will help you to clear the HR round. Because in technical person बोल देगा भाई इसके पास मेरी required skills है, मेरे को मैकेनिकल आदमी चाहिए with this domain, ये बंदा है, इसको ले लो। बट HR को आपको क्वालिफाई करना है, और HR ये पूछेगा ये 2 साल आपने क्या किया है, क्या what was the reason. तो इसको कैसे टैकल किया जाएगा, दिस विल बी टॉट टू यू इन द इंटरव्यू राउंड्स, जो मॉक इंटरव्यूज हम लेंगे, तो उसमें हम आपको सिखाया जाएगा कि इसको किस तरीके से हैंडल किया जाए, ताकि HR आपको क्लियर क्वालिफाई करा दे एंड यू आर इनटू द कंपनी, राइट। सो द बेस्ट थिंग इज नाउ यू फोकस ऑन एक्वायरिंग दी स्किल्स। लैंग्वेजेस जो हम पढ़ाने वाले हैं उस पर आपका ध्यान होना चाहिए, इसको एक्सपर्टाइज कर लीजिए, ताकि आप जब इंटरव्यू के लिए जाए, जब टेक्निकल राउंड के लिए जाए कंपनी के, यू आर रेडी टू क्वालिफाई द टेक्निकल रिटन टेस्ट, गो टू द टेक्निकल राउंड, क्वालिफाई द टेक्निकल राउंड, गो टू द HR, दीज आर HR रिलेटेड क्वेरीज जो हम आपको सिखा देंगे कैसे इसको आंसर किया जाए, राइट। एंड देन यू हैव टू कम आउट ऑफ दिस, सो द मोर they will look at the positive side of it, and which you have to showcase that only, है ना। तो even I had gaps in my educational. After completing my BE, I took 1 year to study and then qualify my CAT exam to do my MBA masters, and so those things are there, so you need to definitely highlight those things very well. ये आपको सिखाया जाएगा, डोंट यू वरी। प्लेसमेंट इज अ डिफरेंट बॉल गेम, जो केशव सर और टीम विल टेक, एंड मैडम विल आल्सो हेल्प यू इन answering these kind of queries by the HR. Okay, so wish you all the best.
सर और एक वो जो आप जो उसका पिछली बार एक देखा आपका इंप्रूव था, इस पर जो जूम आप कर रहा था, उसमें सर जो आप जो पूरा एप्लीकेशन वगैरह लिखते, वो तो अभी ये तो सब वर्क फ्रॉम होम चल रहा है, तो एज अ क्लास में कब हो जाएगा ये?
नहीं, सी वर्क फ्रॉम होम यानी आपको आपके घर से ही जुड़ना है, जूम पे जुड़ना है इन क्लासेस के लिए, जैसे अभी हम कर रहे हैं। दिस इज वन ऑफ द बिगिनिंग ऑफ योर क्लासेस इटसेल्फ। तो क्लासेस ऐसे ही रहेंगी, ऑनलाइन रहेंगी। फैकल्टी जैसे सारिका मैडम है यहाँ पे, सो शी इज योर फैकल्टी एंड एक्सपर्ट ऑन द डोमेन, और वो आपको शी विल टेक यू थ्रू द एंटायर प्रेजेंटेशंस। लाइव आपको कोड उनके स्क्रीन से दिखेगा, वो अपने स्क्रीन पे कोडिंग करेगी पूरी, और आप वो कोडिंग सीखेंगे। सिंटैक्स वगैरह आप देखेंगे कि कैसे कोड लिखा जाता है, राइट। तो शी विल टीच यू द एंटायर फ्लो चार्ट्स, देन एल्गोरिथम्स एंड एक्चुअल प्रोग्रामिंग, कैसे एक प्रॉब्लम को लेकर किस तरीके उसको सॉल्व करना है, इस तरीके से हमको आउटपुट लाना है। एवरीथिंग शी विल शो यू। आप उसी प्रोग्राम को 10 तरीके से कर सकते हैं, राइट? एक प्रॉब्लम को अगर 60 बच्चे हैं तो 60 तरीके होंगे सॉल्व करने के। हर एक बच्चा उसको, हर एक स्टूडेंट उसको एक अलग नजरिए से देखेगा, उस प्रॉब्लम को अलग नजरिए से सॉल्व करेगा, बिकॉज उसका लर्निंग कर्व अलग है। और मैडम आपको जो बताएगी, अगर आपने उस कोड को आप, कुछ लोग 70 लाइनें लिखेंगे, कुछ लोग 700 लाइनें लिखेंगे उसी चीज का, कुछ लोग 10 लाइन भी लिख सकते हैं, मैडम उसको एक ही लाइन में समझा देगी। हाउ टू ऑप्टिमाइज दैट पर्टिकुलर कोड इज द एक्सपर्टाइज ऑफ मैडम, ठीक है? तो अगर आप में से कुछ लोगों ने अगर एक लाइन में उसको सॉल्व कर लिया तो आप सारिका मैडम बन गई हैं, राइट? तो सारिका मैडम का रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी रहेगा कि शी विल मेक यू सारिकास, राइट? You know, solve the problem in a single line code. That is the expertise आएगा। जब आप ये करोगे तो आप सीखोगे कि कैसे ये होता है, and that is the beauty of this particular, you know, entire thing. And madam is expert in that. She will take you through the entire thing, and definitely you will be enlightened. You will see this happen actually, right? So all the best from my side.
सर प्लेसमेंट का जो अभी
प्लेसमेंट का हमने डिस्कस कर दिया है, तो
नहीं सर,
हाँ
नहीं सर, मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, अगर मार्क वगैरह कुछ कम ज्यादा पड़े, जो अपना पहले जो टेस्ट रहता है,
नहीं, जो सी दीज आर ऑल हाइपोथेटिकल अक्षय, इसके बारे में अभी बात करके फायदा नहीं है। तो यू हैव टू फोकस ऑन लर्निंग, स्टडी एंड अंडरस्टैंडिंग, ठीक है? मार्क्स कम आ गए, मार्क्स ज्यादा आ गए, तो दीज आर ऑल हाइपोथेटिकल, ठीक है?
कॉलेज मिलने वाला है, एडमिशन के लिए कॉलेज मिलने वाला है,
आपको रैंक जो है अक्रॉस इंडिया अच्छे सेंटर चाहिए तो 1000 रैंक के आसपास आना चाहिए।
अच्छा,
ठीक है,
ओके।
नेक्स्ट विशाल, we'll close this fatafat and then Sarika ma'am will Vishal is not speaking, then Sagar, ask you. Acha, Vishal, okay, ask Vishal.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Ask, yeah, we are listening.
Yeah, what about the classroom courses that you are conducting every year in August? So you are conducting online course on behalf of classroom course?
नहीं, ये EDAC virtual program है. There are no classroom sessions in this. This is purely a virtual, and this will be app based, and this will be remotely. You have to sit at your home, whichever place you want to be comfortable, and we will assist you for theory, practical, each and every session virtually. Okay, clear? Next is Sagar.
सर, मुझे पूछना था कि जो हर कोर्स के लिए क्वालिफाइंग परसेंटेज है, वो एग्रीगेट मार्क्स का है, तो सिर्फ ग्रेजुएशन लेवल मतलब इंजीनियरिंग के लिए है कि 10th + 12th या 10th + डिप्लोमा इंक्लूडेड है उसमें?
परिमल सर विल एक्सप्लेन, बट दैट इज ओनली फॉर द क्वालिफाइंग एग्जाम हमने मेंशन किया है ना उसमें।
ओके, मतलब सिर्फ इंजीनियरिंग लेवल का जो भी है इस सेमेस्टर।
तो अभी आप अगर आप पास आउट हो चुके हैं तो आपके यूनिवर्सिटी के मुताबिक अगर आपके पास डिग्री सर्टिफिकेट है, उस पे स्पेसिफिकली मेंशन किया गया है कि इतने दिस इज द परसेंटेज दैट यू अक्वायर्ड, सो यू हैव टू एज पर द यूनिवर्सिटी जो भी मार्क आपको मिले हैं वो आपको लिख देना है। जो अपीयरिंग है उनको अभी एग्रीगेट ही देना पड़ेगा। 7th सेमेस्टर तक आपको देखना है कि आप उस एग्रीगेट में बैठते हैं नहीं, वो देखकर ही आपको डाल देना है।
ओके,
because then you
पर सर लास्ट,
या टेल मी।
हाँ, जैसे कि आपने अभी कहा कि अगर आप पास आउट है तो आपका जो भी सर्टिफिकेट में लिखा है वो लिखना है, पर वो सिर्फ लास्ट ईयर का एग्रीगेट होता है बीई का।
एग्जैक्टली, तो वही लिखना है आपको। अगर आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी वही बोलती है, अगर आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी बोलती है कि मैंने मींस बी मैं शिवाजी यूनिवर्सिटी से हूँ, ठीक है, मैंने इंजीनियरिंग शिवाजी यूनिवर्सिटी से की है, एज पर शिवाजी यूनिवर्सिटी उसने बी यानी लास्ट ईयर का मार्क मेरे डिग्री सर्टिफिकेट में लिख दिया है, राइट। बट पुणे यूनिवर्सिटी में जब आते हैं तो वो एग्रीगेट लेती हैं। कुछ लोग सीजीपीए करते हैं, कुछ यूनिवर्सिटीज विल टेक यू नो 10% ऑफ द फर्स्ट ईयर, 20% ऑफ द सेकंड ईयर, मींस वेटेड एवरेज है।
Mhm.
So that patterns are also available. So you have to go with that particular pattern.
ओके पर सर मैंने पुणे यूनिवर्सिटी से किया है तो उसमें सिर्फ लास्ट ईयर का फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर और सेकंड सेमेस्टर का मिला के डिग्री सर्टिफिकेट पे देते हैं।
Fine,
नहीं,
fair
ठीक है,
enough.
आपके डिग्री सर्टिफिकेट पे 50% है तो यू आर एलिजिबल, इसमें कुछ प्रॉब्लम
ओके
नहीं, ठीक है।
नहीं मेरे को एक्चुअली 60% है लास्ट ईयर में
You are eligible
पर
for AI
ओवर
also then.
ओके पर
तो you are
ओवरऑल जो
eligible. वो बाद में
सेकंड ईयर
सागर
मिला के
वो अभी नहीं है, यू आर एलिजिबल ना, तो
You are
पहले
eligible
आप
as per the university, as जो आप बोल रहे हैं उसके मुताबिक AI के लिए भी आप eligible, means you are eligible for all the four
all the
courses.
courses.
Number one, so you can view the preferences of your courses as per your requirement in the counseling round. तो counseling round में आपको preferences डालने हैं, DAC है, AI है, Big Data है, तो वो आपको sequence में लिख लेना है, and then centers आपको select करने हैं which are offering these courses, and based on your rank you are anyway eligible, so based on your rank आपको allocate होगा जो course आप पहला course जो आप choose करोगे।
तो वही डाउट था सर कि अगर मुझे किसी कोर्स पर्टिकुलर कोर्स को अप्लाई करना है जैसे कि एआई है, पर अगर मुझे फर्स्ट ईयर से लास्ट ईयर तक मिला के अगर एग्रीगेट मेरा उतना नहीं हो रहा है तो कर सकता हूँ कि सिर्फ लास्ट ईयर के मार्क्स लिस्ट पे मतलब सर्टिफिकेट की इस पे मैं अप्लाई कर सकता हूँ।
मेरे हिसाब से तो यू आर एलिजिबल फॉर एआई आल्सो, डोंट यू वरी,
Okay.
आप अप्लाई करिए एंड काउंसलिंग राउंड में यू पुट योर चॉइस ऑफ कोर्स, राइट?
ओके ठीक है, थैंक यू।
ऑल द बेस्ट।
Rushali, what question you have? This is the last one. After that, I'll request Sarika ma'am to proceed. Rushali.
Hello, sir. Yeah, sir. On the website of the CDAC, I can see there are many options for. I mean, there are many sections like cyber forensic, like Nayan, and those things. My question is that we have chance to work with CDAC in those fields, or CDAC gives us opportunity to work through uh, through the organization.
See, the domains are there. We are CDAC is working in these domains.
Okay.
So the courses that are aligned are based on our experiences. So
Okay.
देखिए, अगर आपने DAG भी लिया, okay,
Yeah.
तो अगर आपको डोमेन कैन बी एनीथिंग, आपका जो प्रोजेक्ट जब आप लेती हैं, राइट, यू कैन चूज अ डोमेन लाइक साइबर सिक्योरिटी, यू कैन ऑलवेज वर्क ऑन एप्लीकेशन लेवल सिक्योरिटी, राइट? तो आप अपना एप्लीकेशन किस तरीके से सिक्योर कर सकती हैं, ये आप डेफिनेटली काम कर सकती है। इट इज नॉट दैट यू आर डेवलपिंग ए सेपरेट, अगर समझो लाइब्रेरी मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम आपने बनाया है, राइट? लाइब्रेरी मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम जब आपने कोडिंग कर लिया है तो उस कोड को किस तरीके से आप सिक्योर करोगी, हाउ योर एप्लीकेशन इज सिक्योर्ड. So you are working on a domain that is application security, which is in the domain of cyber, in the areas of security.
Yes, sir.
Right. So domain is different, okay, but coding is same. जैसे सर ने बोला कि आप कोडिंग वही करोगी, बट सिक्योरिटी एस्पेक्ट से कैसे आप करोगी. जब आप http:// करती है और https:// करती है तो क्या फर्क है, ये एप्लीकेशन सिक्योरिटी की बात है.
ओके,
राइट. या आपका एप्लीकेशन किस तरीके से आप सिक्योर करती हैं, कैसे एप्लीकेशन लिखा जाए ताकि वो सिक्योर हो. सो यू आर डेफिनेटली वर्किंग इन दैट डोमेन, बट यू शुड नो द सिंटैक्स, यू शुड नो दी, उसके लिए तो आपको डैक कोर्स ही करना पड़ेगा, राइट. So if you are working on Java, so when you work on APIs in security, so how the interfaces, how the API happens through the firewall, how are you going to block that particular API, that particular things are taught in the security aspect. But करना तो आपको जावा में ही है, जावा स्क्रिप्ट ही लिखना पड़ता है वहाँ, राइट. आपको जावास्क्रिप्ट आनी ही पड़ेगी ताकि आप फिर वो सिक्योरिटी में काम करोगे, राइट. सो इन डोमेन इज डिफरेंट एंड CDAC will help you in project. We can give you project to work on. Even Prashant sir or Sarika madam will also give you some projects. You can definitely come to CDAC to understand. If you want, we can take some expert session through webinar with experts from CDAC. The sessions can be organized in these areas also whenever there are slots available, and you can interact with CDAC experts at that point of time. Yeah, Indian industry experts can be also invited, especially into these areas during the expert sessions. So अगर आप DAG भी करती हैं तो भी आप इस इन एरिया में काम कर सकती हैं. That is what I want to put on. Thank you.
Okay,
Parimal sir, I would like to add, Vishali, you are the same participant no, who had interest in the cyber security and.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, we have got various certificate courses for the domain of cyber security, okay, and infrastructure and firewall and all those areas.
Okay.
So you can get in touch with us. You know, you have, I believe, you have received a mail from our side for this Zoom webinar, right?
Okay, sir.
So
I
we
will
will.
be
So,
glad, sir. I will
huh?
be glad.
So then we'll explain each and everything.
Okay, sir.
Hello.
Yes, Pawan.
Yes, sir, Pawan. Hello, sir. Anyone can courses provide for machine learning?
That is, there are two courses, na? EDBDA and DAI. EDAI.
Okay.
EDAI is only available at Noida.
And Pune?
Pune, so you have EDBDA.
Okay.
Four
Okay.
centers offering, including ours.
Okay. And any facility provided for
What?
Loans? Any facility provided?
Loans facility that you need to check with your respective banks.
Okay.
We are working on it. If we can provide some recommendation letter, we are working on it. That normally in the physical courses we used to provide recommendation letter, and in this since the fees has already been, but for that we'll just check it out and then we'll.
And duration?
Duration
course?
is 6 months. No? That we already, you joined later on what? Parvar?
Okay.
बाद में ज्वाइन किया गया 6 महीने ना हमने बताया.
Okay.
So I believe with this we complete it. Anyone else? Darshan had messaged in the chat कि he wants to say something. क्या?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. So first I would like to thank Parimal sir for joining us and sharing wonderful information regarding the EDAC program and the other related.
Hello.
Yeah, Darshan.
सर एक्चुअली मैं अभी डिप्लोमा 3rd ईयर इन कंप्यूटर इंजीनियरिंग कर रहा हूँ.
Darshan, you are 3rd year, na? So you are not eligible.
Then what can I do for joining? I am not eligible then.
आपका क्योंकि एग्जाम ही 2021 में होगा ना?
हाँ, एक्चुअली मैं डिग्री के लिए अप्लाई करने वाला हूँ, लेकिन अभी मैं एग्जिस्टिंग डिप्लोमा 3rd ईयर में हूँ.
डिप्लोमा या इंजीनियरिंग?
डिप्लोमा.
तो डिप्लोमा तो एनीवे इज नॉट एलिजिबल ना. डिप्लोमा तो एलिजिबल ही नहीं है.
अच्छा.
Diploma not eligible. You can go ahead and then check out with some of the modular courses which we are offering. You can join some of the modular courses. Diploma students are not eligible. Clear? So I believe, yeah. Let me continue. Thank you, Parimal sir, for joining this webinar and then sharing all the